It depends on the context, but most of the time, yep, it's a straw man. Because in my experience, it only ever comes up whenever a woman speaks out about her DV experiences. Without fail, somebody will pop up and say, not all men. Sometimes it's an indignant, combative stance, and sometimes there's zero malice. Just here to say that men can be victims too. But in either case, the interjection is actually very inappropriate. First of all, whenever we redirect conversation away from the original share, we're not holding space. We're not demonstrating empathy. When someone interjects with, it's not all men, they're attempting to make the conversation about someone other than the person that's sharing. And I understand that men that have been victimized don't want to be painted with the same brush. But the truth is, if you've done your emotional healing work, you don't feel the need to interject and defend yourself because you understand that the person is talking about their experience and it has nothing to do with you. The moment we get defensive is the moment we need to go inwards to unpack it. Second, I don't actually believe it's all men, so I would never say that. So unless the original argument is saying all men, to come in with it's not all men is actually pointless. It demonstrates that you're not practicing active listening, but instead running from a narrative in your head. And by doing that, you end up changing the argument to deflect away from the original stance, which is a straw man. So a straw man argument is a fallacious argument that distorts an opposing stance in order to make it easier to attack. The person using the straw man argument pretends to attack the opposing stance, but in reality, they're attacking a distorted version of the stance that their opponent didn't actually argue or claim to support. Like I said, I know that it's not all men. I know men are victims too. So these things I would never say. So when someone comes in and says, oh, right, I forgot, you think women are perfect, I know that they're running from a story in their head. So while on the surface, it looks like they're offering a counter argument, they're not actually addressing the real issue and they're replacing it with a false one. First, there was this video. 3 reasons why women lose respect for men. Number 1, they say one thing and do another. Number 2, they're unable to emotionally regulate. Number 3, they're not contributing equally to all areas of the relationship. And the discussion was specific to unintegrated men. It goes without saying, but an integrated man that has done his healing work would nod his head and say, yep. But of course you get unintegrated men that pipe up and say things like this. So women basically want someone to be their dad. Got it. A woman doesn't do any of those. What are her partnership things? Seriously, I'd like to know. So instead of addressing the real argument, these commenters deflected and created a new one, which is a straw man. Then there was this video, a commentary on how unintegrated men would rather jump ship to another country instead of doing their deep healing work. And of course, those unintegrated men strawmanned in my comments. I see this as American women getting jealous that men have an option of foreign women, and American women are not taking responsibility of relationship problems. It's always the man. It's almost like women are bad at picking men. Wow, as usual, it's all blamed on the men. It couldn't be that women are liars and cheaters too, huh? But of course, this was the most popular. Once again, this entire argument falls to pieces when you look at the divorce rates of lesbian couples versus gay men. My argument was that an unintegrated man would rather jump ship than do emotional healing work. But you seem to be arguing it's a man's fault. That wasn't the argument, so yeah, it's a straw man. You see, unintegrated men are not able to actively listen. Instead, they listen through the filter of their own distortions, which is why they're unable to participate logically in discussions.